Removing wheels. Goals. Be able to remove and reinstall front and rear wheels. Tools needed. 15mm combination wrench. Parts to identify. Brake quick release. Quick release skewer. Step 1. Release the brake cable. Before you remove a wheel, see if your brake has a quick release. If you have V-brakes or cantilever brakes, you will need to release the cable so that the tire can fit between the brake pads. Step 2. Open the quick release skewer. If you have quick release wheels, pull the paddle on the quick release skewer so it is curved away from the bike. You should be able to read the word open. Hold the paddle in place with one hand and turn the nut on the other side counterclockwise until the skewer is loose enough for the wheel to come out. You should not need to take the nut completely off. If you have bolt-on wheels, use a 15mm combination wrench to loosen the axle nut by turning it counterclockwise. Again, you should not have to take the nuts all the way off. Just make them loose enough so the wheel comes out. Step 3. Rear wheels. With the rear wheel, it is best to start by shifting into the highest gear. This makes it easier to pull the wheel out without getting it tangled in the chain. After you release the brake cable and open the quick release skewer or loosen the nut, pull the derailleur back with one hand and the wheel should come out easily. If you have trouble, try releasing some air from the tire. Step 4. Reinstalling the wheels. If you have quick release skewers, make sure they are on properly. You should have one cone-shaped spring on each side with the small side facing towards the wheel. Bring the paddle into the open position and loosen the nut enough so that the wheel fits into the frame or fork. Before you tighten it down, make sure the wheel is all the way into the dropouts and is sitting straight. Close the quick release paddle halfway so that it sticks straight out at a 90-degree angle and turn the nut on the other side as tight as you can with your fingers. Close the paddle the rest of the way so that you can read the word close. It is best to close the quick release skewer so that it is facing upward, but make sure not to close it against the fork or frame, leaving space for you to comfortably open it. If you have a bolt-on wheel, make sure the nut is tight enough that the wheel cannot slip. Step 5. Reinstalling a rear wheel. For the rear wheel, make sure the shifter is still in the highest gear. Pull the derailleur back and set the chain on the outermost cog before installing the wheel. Again, make sure the wheel sits straight in the frame before tightening it down. Step 6. Attach the brake cable. Lastly, make sure your brakes are reattached and tested before you ride.